Hi, folks. My name is Abdul Tawwaab. I'm the founder and president of a new nonprofit, fantastic organization that's long overdue, and we're called We Need All of Us Association. You can find us on the internet as one word, one string word, which would be we need all of us.com. And again, we're a nonprofit. Our ambition is to take just a few dollars and pool that money together and make a great amount of money that we can then begin to start taking all these ideas that we've been having all our lives and all our times, all this expertise that we have had amongst us, and but just didn't have the financial resources to put into effect. Well, now is the time for us to start, for choice of better words, and I don't want to say waking up, but start realizing all of these many things that we wanted to do and creative ideas that we had, we can now do, put together just like General Motors does, just like Sears and Target and all these other mega corporations that realize even with all the big monies that they have and Hyundai and Honda and all these other companies realize that they could do more if they would just merge, incorporate, or sell shares, stocks, and then they would have more opportunity to expand their companies and provide even a bigger and better product with a bigger audience by using the audiences or the purchasing power that their co-partners brings to the table, even the stockholders. When they sell shares in a company, those stockholders then go out and tell their friends and neighbors, I have shares in X, Y, and Z. And this gives the company a bigger base, a bigger purchasing base. And what we have failed to understand and realize in our period of growth, because we do have a unique background, a unique history, because our ancestral slave background had put a very, excuse me, a very horrible scar on our mental self-appreciation. And for years, we've been trying to individually uh, grow out of this unfortunately history and try to expand ourselves. But what we had neglected to realize is that uh, many things that we may have wanted to do, we didn't have the purchasing power or to do ourselves. And so what we're here, and this idea is not nothing new. Let me emphasize this. This idea was from Booker T. Washington, uh, um, uh, um, a minute before them, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you a few minutes of an excerpt from the Honorable Martin Luther King in his last speech, April 3rd, 1968, where he was encouraging economic unity and collective spending power. And this is what we want to emphasize, that we have too much. Do you know it's almost 50 million of us? 50 million of the most talented, educated, uh, um, creative Black people in the world. And this is not to slight any other communities, but we are, in reality, the most educated as a group right here in America. And we have some of the most, just we can go back to just think of the telephone, the stoplight, the ironing board, the creative things that were done with the railroad, with the light bulb, if I may have said, with the washing machines, and so many other inventions that we may not have been given credit for. But these many men and women that played fantastic parts in the history of invention and manufacturing, et cetera, in America. We played vital roles in this. What we have failed, unfortunately, I've been doing a lot of talking today. We have failed to realize and appreciate that what we should be doing with our numbers. 50 million people times $10. You do the math, because it's astonishing. That's a $500 million. That's $500 million almost instantly. $500 million for just $10. We can start building and creating and manufacturing and developing housing and apartments, food, clothing, and shelter for our own selves and for other communities. We can start building not just electric vehicles. The imagination is unlimited. We can build solar vehicles. We can build solar homes, just completely, not with the restrictions from, choice of better words, and I want to be diplomatic here, that many of the big businesses, they want to slow walk the products, and they want to wait another 10 years till they finish getting all the crumbs from this particular project before they add a new door that opens on the left, or the light bulb, the right blinker not only blinks, but it makes a sound. But we're here with that. We need all of us. We want to provide the fullest capacity of a quality product at its development time, like we're learning from, and I have to be honest, from the Asian communities. You look at many of the Asian products, they give you top quality, excuse me, engineering and development right now, not 20 years from now. You go to, I particularly myself, I have a Hyundai, and on the Hyundai, my car, which was 1 year equivalent to a 2015, another car I want to say, they had, when a car comes up beside you, it gives you a warning signal in your mirror that, hey, there is a security threat, so be careful. And many other, and you understand where I'm coming from, many other little capabilities that many of these foreign companies and are providing. China right now has developed a 600 plus mile electric vehicle, and it's the most, from what I understand in my limited research, that this car actually can achieve this mileage, not like a lot of reported mileage that is supposedly be able to achieve by other companies in their pursuit of trying to provide a better product. Our president, Mr. Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, he has ambition that he wants to encourage us to make right here in the US of A. This we agree with, and we need all of us, that this is what we agree with is a catalyst for us, especially in minority businesses, and as well as the business community as a whole, to start building right here in our own country and providing the good quality jobs and services, etc., that will keep and invite other creative persons who have engineering and manufacturing and just working skill expertise to work and build products right here in America. Again, I want to emphasize 50 million people times $10. 50 million of some of the most educated, intelligent, skilled people in the world. But we are not using and utilizing this power and energy that we have. If you give me a minute, I want to play a little excerpt from a 60-year-old, nearly a 60-year-old speech that the Honorable Martin Luther King gave. And in this time, give me a few minutes and listen to, this is in 1968. Just bear with me for a minute.
It's all right to talk about long white robes over yonder in all of its symbolism. But ultimately, people want some suits and dresses and shoes to wear down here. It's all right to talk about streets flowing with milk and honey. But God has commanded us to be concerned about the slums down here and his children who can't eat 3 square meals a day. It's all right to talk about the New Jerusalem, but one day, God's preacher must talk about the new New York, the new Atlanta, the new Philadelphia, the new Los Angeles, the new Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is what we have to do. Now, the other thing we'll have to do is this.
Come on, brother.
Always anchor our external direct action with the power of economic withdrawal. Now, we are poor people. Individually, we are poor when you compare us with white society in America. We are poor. Never stop. Forget that collectively, that means all of us together, collectively we are richer.
Yes, sir.
Than all the nations in the world with the exception of 9.
This is 1968.
You ever think about that?
Come on, brother. These statistics are from 1968.
The United States, Soviet Russia, Great Britain, West Germany, France, I can name others.
Yes, sir.
The American Negro collectively is richer than most nations of the world. We have an annual income of more than $30 billion a year, which is more than all of the exports of the United States and more than the national budget of Canada. Did you know that? That's power right there.
Yes, sir.
We know how to prove it.
Yes, sir. Come on. Tell us, brother. Now, here in 2024, we're almost $2 trillion in black purchasing
power. We don't have to argue with anybody.
Yes, sir.
We don't have to curse and go around acting bad with our words. We don't need any bricks and bottles. We don't need any Molotov cocktails. We just need to go around to these stores and to these massive industries in our country and say, God sent us by here to say to you that you're not treating his children right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
And we come by here to ask you to make the first item on your agenda fair treatment where God's children are concerned.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you're not prepared to do that, we do have an agenda that we must follow.
Yes, sir.
And our agenda calls for withdrawing economic support from you.
Yes, sir.
And so as a result of this, we're asking you tonight to go out and tell your neighbors not to buy Coca-Cola in Memphis. Go by and tell them not to buy sealed pressed milk. Tell them not to buy what is all the bread, Wonder Bread. And what is
East Coast bread?
Tell them not to buy hard bread. As Jesse Jackson has said, up to now, only the garbage men have been feeling pain. Now we must kind of redistribute the pain. We are choosing these companies because they have been fair in their hiring policies, and we are choosing them because they can begin the process of saying they are going to support the needs and the rights of these men who are on strike. And then they can move on downtown and tell Mayor Loeb to do what is right.
Yes, sir. Just a few more minutes.
Not only that, we've got to strengthen black institutions.
Yes, sir.
I call upon you to take your money out of the banks downtown and deposit your money in Tri-State Bank.
This is a black institution that is one of many.
Go by the savings and loan.
I'm going to stop right here because I think the emphasis was well expressed here. Again, this is back in 1968 during the boycott with the trash men, the garbage boycott. And again, you could see the energy that was being put forth there. And my only change that I see is that fortunately for us, we don't need to boycott. We don't need at present. We don't need to be sacrificing valuable dollars that we can use to help build up our communities. We need food, clothing, and shelter. We need and have capable medical expertise and engineers and contractors and home builders and bridge builders and school teachers. And the money's that $10 and the money's from our jobs that we have. We want to keep continuing to contribute to the well-being of America and the development and the growth. As a matter of fact, our community, we need all of us have concluded that we're not doing, our share in the part of making the full contributions to society that we have the skills and capabilities to do. So here we want to just make our position that we're not here to disturb the growth of our country as it is now. We want to contribute to it. And again, as I said, we want to just pool our monies and resources, start getting ideas as you would read from the webpage, start getting ideas and qualified ideas. No ideas from your cousin or your buddy that's not a qualifying and a feasible idea that we can work with. But we want qualified, skilled persons, male and female, to help us take these contributions and start building quality products, services, homes, apartments, etc. for our community and America as well. I do also want to emphasize that this company is not for any individual per se to become rich. So this is not an organization that one of us, myself or any of the rest of us, are going to be the major shareholder or anything like that. No, we're going to be just like a Salvation Army in the sense of the program is for the expansion and the betterment of a St. Jude or a Goodwill. That this is our equivocal ambition. We are the funds that we acquire and the skill uh, 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 craftsmanship that we're able to get from our donors. This is what we want to use to provide. Oh, we want to give you. We want to create good paying jobs. We want to create top of the line medical programs and insurance programs, etc. But this is not, again, a company that is being developed for any individual to exploit us and to make themselves rich in any means. Because any unscrupulous activity from my brother, cousin, wife, sister, or anyone in the organization, we are going to, and it's our ambition to make examples that we will, excuse me, pursue all legal ramifications of trying to abuse us, because this is hardworking money. Even though it's a small amount of money, the pursuit is grandeur. And we want everyone to understand that we're not here to play in games. This is a historical event. And I want to expound on that in a second, but this is an historical event, and it's has the unbelievable lifetime capabilities for us, the Black American, to wake up and realize that we have a supersonic opportunity, and it's our duty as civilized people to be a participant and a qualifying, a quality helper in the building and expansion of quality goods and services for our community and the world at large. Whatever happened, you probably say, "Wow, this was a wonderful idea that Martin Luther King had, and many others have had." And unfortunately, they were after they had for some reason, and I'm being diplomatic here, the many servants, John F. Kennedy, his brother Robert Kennedy, Medgar Evers, many of the unspoken hero brothers and sisters, white and black, who sacrificed their lives and their skills, but were, because of the evil machinery, wanted to cut out the spirit and frighten away the energy from the leaders for the fear of their death, where that was then, but this is now. And you're talking to Abdul Tawwaab. I'm going to die someday anyway. I don't care how much money I have or whatever. And anybody who thinks that they, for any minute, can frighten me or the members of our organization, because we have evolved to understand that one monkey don't stop the show, so to speak, or there's too many of us to think now in this day and time, not after all of the great sacrifices and hardships and evils that have taken place with George Floyd, and just to name a few, and I don't have to run off all the names, and many of our heroes of the past, Frederick Douglass and Dr. Martin Luther King and Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X, excuse me, and Sojourner Truth, and come on, I'll be here all night paying homage to all the wonderful leaders that have sacrificed themselves for me today. And I'm not here to allow this. This is not going on anymore on my watch. All of this, think you're going to terrorize me, you can forget about it, because I'm here to scream this from now on at the top of the roof. From now on, we moving forward. We need all of us.com. We need all of us association. You can find us again on the webpage, we need all of us.com. We have all our monies and transactions are being done through Industrial Bank of Washington here in Washington, D.C. And we're using Cash App because it's a very minute participation, and we're using Cash App. Or you can send your check or whatever means you want through to Industrial Bank. You can go to the webpage. You can get all of the mailing information, and the telephone number is $WNAOU is our Cash App connection, as well as the phone number 202-766-5235. And you can also email us at we need all of us at gmail.com. You can any other means of communication you can do through the bank. Again, it's only $10. Let me reiterate: we are exploited every day with horrible products that we, at the end of the purchase, we say, "Oh man, that sandwich tastes like some garbage," or that juice or blah way, or this item didn't appear to be the quality that I paid my money for. Well, we want time out for that. We need all of us.com. We want to start producing top quality services and goods for our community and the world at large. And we invite you to help us in this historic event. And we look forward to your participation. But again, let's let all of these haters and the boogeyman think that they're dealing with the wrong people now. And we're going to use every means by any group that tries to threaten us or strike fear in any of our community. We're going to immediately go to the authorities. I don't care where you at on the Mississippi or Dippy Pippy or New York, D.C., anywhere else, because those days are over with. So that being said, I want to thank you for your valuable time. If I missed anything, please pardon me, but you can, again, go to the webpage and you can get more information to help you understand this very basic request, no greater than what goodwill will ask. But we really, our ambition is to not think because your name is Joe Blow and you're a multimillionaire that we want to exploit you from your wealth. No, what we want is participation. That's why it's such a minuscule request of $10, because we want all of us to see and realize what $10 can actually do. This small amount, if pulled together, as the great Honorable Martin Luther King expressed, that small amount of money can create such a dynamic power base for us to create our own goods and services. Again, I want to thank you for your valuable time. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I hope to be making some more videos so we can get on into the development and prosperity that is long overdue, and participation in the affairs of men and women in helping to make this world a better place. Thank you, and have a great day.